I have very little.
Oh my God, this thing is, how do you break into this thing? We got a problem. So, we're gonna be going to Universal Studios today. We're gonna be going to the VelociCoaster. My mission of the day is to ride front row during the nighttime for the VelociCoaster because I haven't been able to do it during the nighttime yet. But, so my buddy Brent is coming with us. Looks like he's kind of getting cold feet about riding the coaster. So we're on a mission to convince him to ride the coaster today. So on that note, all right, we're in the parking garage at Universal. Look what somebody did with these with the little googly eyes. Somebody brought this just for this. We're back at Universal Studios. It's been a hot minute, probably like 2 weeks. So much has changed as always. So we're gonna update you of the new food, what's coming for Horror Nights. It's gonna be good. So they have the Olympic banner up right now. So currently they're refurbing the studio suite when you enter into the park. So they've kind of built this wall, but you can still buy the sweet treats out here. Oh, we've gotten to the point. Buy one, get one free for the masks. Now, like, what are we even supposed to be doing with our masks now? Do we throw them out? Do we burn them? Or are we supposed to keep them? Because they're not gonna be a collectible one day. So what are we supposed to do with all the masks? I think they added a new penny machine here. It's SpongeBob and Patrick. Spider Woman, is that her name? Homer, Iron Man. It's always odd seeing Iron Man like in Universal. She's here to welcome you in.
Hi, Marilyn. You got space in there?
What? I think I'm gonna make a video talking about what type of annual pass you should buy at Universal. Over in 5 and Dime, the Horror Nights merchandise is starting to come out. They have some of the preview merchandise. So they announced that Jack is coming back. It's a basic shirt. Is it on the back? Oh, all right, so on the front, it's got that. So these shirts are running for $28. They're all right. I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait for like the other merchandise that comes out. I think they're fine. This is me waiting for them to announce the Frequent Fear Pass. It's time to go visit the family, not the ride. They have posters up of the family, so we're gonna go look at it. All right, so they got posters up for Fast and Furious 9. Now, Fast and Furious is one of my favorite franchises. It's just, they're so dumb. You just gotta love them. Now, Keith, Jared, and I are gonna go see it on Tuesday. They got Dom's Dodge Charger from the movies right here. Now, it doesn't say if it's a prop or not. I feel like it's a prop from the new movie, but I don't know. Dom just looks a little grumpy. Vin Diesel always looks like he's like trying to hold in a fart or something. Now, John Cena's arms just remind me of the SpongeBob episode where he gets like the inflatable arms. That's what they look like. I think it's funny that those posters are more exciting than the actual ride. Doc, how have you been? It's been a while. I haven't seen you lately. You've been off traveling out through time.
Yes, I've been going to different places, different years. Several years where I don't have to wear a mask.
Hey, well, you came back to the right time. We don't have to wear a mask now. So Fast and Furious 9 is coming out. You've seen the future. Do they ever stop making them, or do they just keep going?
Oh, it's just like Jaws. There's a 22 in there somewhere.
Fast and Furious 22. I cannot wait. You could beat Dom with the DeLorean, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely.
I will have fun. I will talk to you later. I've missed you. I always love seeing Doc Brown, but the lines are pretty long for all the restaurants now because there's no longer mobile ordering. I think there's still mobile ordering at a couple restaurants here at Universal, but just their system didn't work very well. Disney's worked great with the mobile ordering, but at Universal it didn't. So I'm kind of glad it's back just to the standard line. Well, it's quite busy here at Universal. I would say everything is 100% back to normal here. I would say maybe 1 in every 500 people are wearing a mask. It's just back to normal. This is what I was gonna eat today. I really wanted to get the tripletta, but they're not open. I don't know when they're gonna reopen. This is sad. I was looking forward to eating this today. So they said that all like the little outdoor tent areas are closed right now because of lightning in the area. Now, since the little cart is closed because of the weather, the little food trucks are still open though. So, you know, we had to get Old Faithful, the BBQ Brisket Melt. It's so good. Look how good that is.
This is so good. Dude, look at this.
Now, I want to say Universal has outdone themselves right now with the theming. It's gloomy and raining, just like London. Good job. So Brent, since you no longer really have to wear a mask, what are the odors like now that you're smelling them for the first time in like a year and a half?
It's not good.
What's your least favorite odor you smelled today?
I don't know if it was the bird that pooped on Allison's arm or the puke I just smelled. It's all, yeah, I'm done. No, I can't. I'm done.
Kang and Kodo's Twirl and Hurl is a 35-minute wait. So over here, remember they had, it was like a spinning spiral. The spiral needs some work. Yeah, it looks like they just replaced it with a white. I think because NBC owns Universal, I think this is supposed to look like the peacock logo. I might be seeing stuff, but I think that's how they cut this palm tree to look like the peacock logo, right over by the Woody Woodpecker pizza place. See, stuff like that I just love, because I've been here hundreds of times, and like to spot something new is always fun. Okay, I'm totally right, because here's another palm palm tree that's cut like that because this is the NBC Media Center. So look, they have another palm tree. That's great. Oh, I love that they did that. Let me know down in the comments, has anyone ever noticed that before? Now it's time to head back into the Jurassic World Tribute Store to try some new little snacks and goodies. You know how I love reviewing all tribute store snacks. Bum 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 bum. Now they have like these rain jackets, but I think they're just props. They're really cool. I really wish you could buy these. I would totally buy one. I'm gonna really miss this tribute store when it's replaced by the Howling Hornets one. All the raptors overlooking everyone. The one thing I love about walking into this tribute store every single time is the amount of guests that they just freak out because there's so much love and care and detail put into these things that everybody can appreciate it. What are your thoughts so far in the tribute store?
It is awesome.
Have they outdone themselves?
This is next level.
A silhouette.
There's a silhouette of a, oh.
No, yeah, there's a silhouette.
Man's cheesing over there with a T-Rex. So Allison said she saw there's like lightning and then you see a silhouette of a T-Rex on the wall. Oh! Yeah. Stuff like that I love. Oh my god. I've been in here so many times, I've never noticed that. You can hear the compies like breaking glass behind here and like screeching. There he is, little compies hiding up there. Okay, finally in the Dino Chow station, I think you can actually buy Dino Chow now. Oh, that's so good. They're cinnamon glazed almonds. That's really funny because it looks a lot like the Dino Chow. It's time to go to the egg nursery to try the chocolate egg. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Is there a certain type of dinosaur I can pick out, or is it just a mystery about what I become a father of?
So it's either going to be a Triceratops, a long-necked dinosaur, or a T-Rex, but it will be colored to whatever egg. So like say you'll get a blue one, then it'll be a blue dinosaur.
So do you have any tips on taking care of this little guy? Because my Tamagotchi did die on me as a kid, so.
I was going to say, I know this could sound really brutal, but I'd eat him because with the Florida sun, this is going to melt like crazy.
Okay, just don't let him live long enough to experience the sun and humidity. I got you. All right, now I've been waiting for a special day like this where it's cloudy and not 100 degrees out, so this doesn't melt. Now as a kid, they had little like Jurassic Park eggs, and inside was like a baby dinosaur. How do we crack this thing? All right, I'm just gonna go full on Johnny Karate. We're gonna crack the egg.
I have very little.
Oh my god, this thing is, how do you break into this thing? I guess it's not ready to come out. How?
We need the milk.
You got it?
I'll hold it.
Hey! There we go.
Your ball.
Oh, oh! Look at the little baby in there. We got Littlefoot in there. All right, Littlefoot.
Herbivore.
Welcome into the world. Enjoy the view of Rip Ride and goodbye. That's not like your standard chocolate. The little dinosaur is dark chocolate. Okay, for $18, I think this is like, it's fun. And the chocolate is very good. It doesn't taste like your standard like bad theme park chocolate. Are the dinosaur's blood on me?
Oh.
Or is there amniotic fluid? No. Is there fluid on egg babies? I don't know. But you get like bloody when you start eating it though. So the dinosaur is dark chocolate. The shell is milk chocolate and there's white chocolate shavings on the inside. Now I was worried the milk chocolate was gonna taste like that like cheap advent calendar candy, but it doesn't. It tastes like good high quality chocolate. It's a lot of fun to like crack it open and the chocolate's very good. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
It's a mess.
So we're gonna head over to Islands right now to go ride the VelociCoaster. Rip Ride Rock is currently at a 120-minute wait. VelociCoaster is at a 75-minute wait. Oh, I just saw the whole family. They bought 3 of those amber gummies. Oh, they're gonna be disappointed. Some bad news, I see lightning in the sky, so our chances of riding the VelociCoaster are kind of slim now. That's the problem about visiting during the summertime is weather, you know? Can't really plan your trip because it just rains and thunderstorms every single day. So that's why I always suggest try to avoid the summertime coming to visit because there's so much you can't do when it starts thundering and lightning. We're gonna try to go ride it. So they have finally opened the bypass to the VelociCoaster. Now Brent's never ridden it. Hopefully we get you on today.
Yeah, totally. I want to go and stuff. Yes.
So they added this structure for when the coaster's going over so nothing falls on the guests on the bridge. So they put like the mesh netting there so when they're going over nothing drops on you. I think the coaster just went 101 because of the lightning. Oh, here's the sign. If you look closely it says weather delay.
Not Orlando weather again.
Brent, I guess you lucked out.
Now there's a little bathroom that's hidden kind of over by Pizza Predatoria. People really don't know about it. But inside I didn't realize they had theming above the urinals. It's supposed to look like the Brontosaurus. So there's the Pizza Predatoria and then the bathroom that nobody really knows about is back there. I just saw a guy walk by. He was double fisting those big turkey legs. Bite, bite, bite. So much sodium that man is ingesting. Okay, I'm gonna play a clip for you guys. Let me know if you notice anything strange in the clip. I'm gonna show it to you guys again. crowd.
Oh my gosh, look, the water in the head.
God. Oh my God.
He's just chilling.
Okay, we are here at Natural Selections to try their new churro. So this is what we were here for. That blue churro. We got the blue churro. As you know, my nickname is Little Churro, so I got to review all the churros here at the theme park. Now, there's a lot of hype behind this churro. When the VelociCoaster was being built, they called it the churro stand on opening day. They gave out churros to everyone. So with a name like this, it's got to be the best churro ever made, right? I don't know what's on it. I think blue frosting, blue sugar or something. It's kind of limp. I think it needs to take some stuff. So it's like raspberry pop rock on a limp churro. And it's very strange. Like, I don't despise it, but I'm definitely not gonna get it again. I think we'll do a 6 out of 10 on it. Yeah. Now the name of the cart is Natural Selection, and I hope that actually happens with this churro. I hope it goes extinct, because it's just not good. I like that they added a light. You can see it right there. It shines on Rexy so you can take pictures with him in the middle of the night. Now over by Thunder Falls, look at this funky tree. It's like there's like cactuses growing on the tree. So for dinner, we're gonna be going to the Burger Digs because I heard they have a new burger. This is what we are here for, the Casado burger. Okay, it has been a long time since I've eaten at this restaurant. So they have a brand new burger here. I think this is the most expensive quick service burger at Universal. It's almost $18. It's called the Casado burger. It's a Costa Rican inspired black Angus patty, sweet plantain, avocado, pork belly, garlic mayonnaise, and a Raptor scorched brioche bun. This is a pretty thick and hefty burger. We just finished very disappointed. For $18, I thought it was gonna be like almost like sit down like cowfish type of burger. It wasn't. The patty was better than normal. The pork belly was just so tough. I really did like the plantains. It gave a nice little sweetness to it, and the avocado that was on it was very good. But the bun like wasn't big enough, so it all just kind of like slid out. It's all right. It's just not worth the price. I think if it was like $13, not $18. I think we're gonna do like a 6 out of 10. If you want a good like 10 out of 10 quick service burger, go to Wimpy's. Then like the little cartoon strip area, it's kind of like a hidden gem. It is so good, and it's like a big fat juicy burger for a quick service price. I do really appreciate the mosaic that they have of all these dinosaurs on the wall. There's just so much detail in this artwork. We're peeking out the window. There's the VelociCoaster. So we got 15 minutes. Hopefully the VelociCoaster opens.
Hi, my name is Brent. I'm not gonna ride the ride. I'm in the bathroom for 15 minutes. I'm not actually gonna ride the ride.
Hey, how you doing there, man? You're not trying to peace out on us, are you?
Just, you know, hanging out. Just, you know, there was this thing with the thing and the thing of the thing.
He just ran off. Now, Brent, you know what happens if you hide in the bathroom too long? A T-Rex comes and gets you. So you couldn't hide in there for too long. We're getting you to ride it. I really enjoy the lighting package that they have for this ride. It really comes alive at night.
To the other side of the lockers.
Oh, there go the Raptors. Oh, I love how it breathes on the glass like in Jurassic Park. Oh, that's so good. All right, boys, it's up and running. The Raptors on the windows look so much better at night. It's really hard to see them during the daytime, but it's beautiful at night to watch them run by. All right, Brent, it's happening. How do you feel?
It's not happening. Is it really happening?
It's happening. The coaster's running. We're getting you on tonight. No. Yeah.
They don't, dude.
All right, now I have never ridden it at nighttime. I'm super excited. We will update you on how everything goes with him.
Later.
Tom, you did it! Hi, Brent, how you doing? I'm proud of you. We did front row. What are your thoughts right now?
I am now a man.
We were screaming so much. Oh my God. It was freaking amazing.
I heard him. He was going.
Better than the first time?
Yes. Much better.
Okay, I can now officially say the ride is better than Hagrid's, and I think it might be my favorite roller coaster of all time. During the daytime, it was like iffy, like what's better, Hagrid's or VelociCoaster? But at the nighttime, it's so much better, so much faster, so much crazier. I love it. It is so much fun. Now, the one cool thing is in the queue, there's like pre-show, and they change it to nighttime. So it's supposed to be like a live feed. So when Claire and Owen are talking, they change it to the nighttime, which I thought was really cool. I'm so proud of Brent. I honestly didn't think he was going to do it, but he did a good job. What are you saying right now?
It's like going into space. So if you imagine you're in the rocket, you're going up at like Mach whatever, That's basically what I just did. I just went to space. Literally, I just went to space.
Oh, I like the lighting that they have on the raptor statues over here. Now, like always, the team members, they are incredible. They're literally the most efficient team I have ever seen at a theme park ever. They crank through those numbers of guests like there's no tomorrow. This is really cool. Since we're leaving so late at night, everything is closed and the park is pretty much just empty and we have it to ourselves. I will say walking through Seuss Land at night is kind of creepy. It's kind of like a horror movie, it feels like. Oh, George, did you have a good day?
Yeah, I heard Brent screaming from all the way on top of that coaster. Proud of him, though.
He did do a good job, didn't he?
Alright guys, we are back. Again, nighttime is the way to do it. Now, if you didn't know, you can wait for the front row. Just ask when the team members say, hey, can I wait for the front row for the VelociCoaster? They'll put you in a little separate line. It's worth the wait, I promise. And also, still craving that chocolate egg. The chocolate egg tasted like, if you've ever been to like Disney Springs, like the ganachery chocolate, it was very like rich and creamy and delicious. And like, I kind of want some Dino chocolate right now. But remember when I said like your hand got all red? So are the dinosaurs blood on me? Oh. Or is there amniotic fluid? No. So each one of those dinosaurs is like dyed a different color. So mine was red. So when I held it, the red dye kind of got on me. So just remember that and don't freak out. So guys, on that note, I love you all. Please stay safe and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.
Oscar-worthy performance right there.